in this time, in this place, the most relevant, necessary place. And you feel yourself now in this time and in this place. I want you to tell me the very first things that you see or the very first impressions that you have as you begin to understand where you are and what it is that is happening around you. So Amber, be there now. What are you sensing, feeling, or knowing?
Water. A river that flows into an ocean.
Say that again?
A river that flows into an ocean.
Beautiful. What else do you see?
Mountains, but not like West Virginia mountains. Maybe tropical. I feel Africa. It's like Virgin Mountains. These are the colors aren't like I know. The greens are different.
Uh-huh.
And there's a lot of blue.
In the trees?
Yeah, kind of like, I know this sounds funny, but like when you're on psychedelics and things kind of switch up a little bit, that's the only way I know how to explain it.
Okay, you're doing really good. So
there's a lot of life here.
Uh-huh. Beautiful. Can you do me a favor? Do you feel if you're a male or female in this life?
I feel like I'm a female. I feel like I have very dark skin and very big breasts and a big belly. Like I'm a mother of all.
Beautiful. Is that how you feel?
It is. It is. I'm part of a tribe. We don't cover our breasts.
Okay. Do you feel old, young? How old would you say you feel?
I've got a lot of kids that are still little, but I feel like I think if I see myself, I'm no older than I am now, which is 44, but my mind is very, very old. Like this isn't my first life. This isn't one of my I've lived many, many, many lives at this point, and I retained a lot of wisdom. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe the kids aren't mine. But there's little ones around.
Okay. Are you in a village or a school? Can you?
I am. I'm in a village, but I'm close to the sea, but I'm close to the river. I don't know. I'm not, I guess they're huts, maybe.
Okay.
They have like, there's a lot of bamboo and mud. And there's fire. We work here.
You work there?
Yes, it's not an easy life. We work, we're self-sustained. We are abundant, but we're not abundant with jewels and and gold.
Uh-huh.
God lives here.
Who lives there?
God, the source.
Beautiful. Where are you? Are you in the Garden of Eden?
At first, when I first got here, I thought I was. I thought that's where I was at. But then I felt like Africa.
Right. Well, everyone says Africa is like the Garden of Eden.
I'm thinking Egypt.
Okay.
I'm thinking Egypt. I'm thinking, I can't see anybody's heads.
You will sense and know. You will know everything that is happening.
Yes, I'm in Egypt.
You're in Egypt?
I'm a seer. I'm
You're
a seer.
Beautiful. Do you have a name? That you go by?
I don't know. I can't hear it. I can't hear it. It's like, it's a feeling what I am. It's
right.
Not
Yes. You will sense, feel, or know everything that is going on around you clearly.
There's a cat.
There's a cat?
There's.
Is it your cat?
I feel that it is. I feel that it's mine. However, it's a community cat, and it's blessed and it's sacred.
Uh-huh.
And
Can you
kind of
connect
magic.
with the
Makes
cat?
sense.
Can you connect with the cat? You can connect with the cat and see if the cat has a message for you.
How do I do that?
Just talk to the cat. Just connect with the cat.
It wants me to follow it.
Does the cat have a message? Does the cat want to talk to you? Are you able to?
Everything just went really dark.
It's okay. It's okay. So just take a deep breath in and out.
There's baskets.
Say that again.
There's baskets, and people are making bricks, it looks like, but they're using straw.
Okay. Does this place, are you still in the same place?
I'm on the outside of the same place.
Okay.
Like the borders, I can't decide if it's a jungle or if it's a forest.
Okay, that's okay. It'll all come clearly to you. All right. So look down at your hands and your feet. How many fingers and toes you got? You've got 10 fingers and 10 toes?
I do.
Do you have any jewelry? Any jewelry or anything like that?
I've got a ring. I've got a gold ring on.
Okay.
On my right hand, on my right ring finger. And my fingers are long and thin, and my nails look like they're manicured.
Oh, nice.
Skin is very dark, but I'm not what people would call African American, I don't think.
Okay.
I mean, like, I look that way. I'm more of a reddish kind of dark.
Okay. What about your hair? What does your hair look like?
It's wrapped in a scarf. But I feel like it's big because my scarf is very bulky.
Okay.
And there's painting on my face. It's red and yellow that's around my head.
Okay.
But I think I got a necklace on too.
You have what?
A necklace, a big necklace. It's gold, and it's got like, I can't tell if it's beads or teeth or.
Are there crystals on there? Is there any crystals on it?
Yeah, little black stones.
A black stone?
There are a couple black stones going along the gold, and then it looks like there's teeth. I can't tell if they're beads or, but they're shaped like teeth.
Okay.
Like, I would think like big cat teeth.
Uh-huh. Does this jewelry do anything special for you?
I'm seeing, no, it signifies my status.
And what status is that?
I'm a medicine woman.
Okay.
And I have things, I'm not wearing them, but I have a lot of things like feathers and noisemakers.
Okay.
I smoke a pipe.
Okay.
I can taste it, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't have any front teeth.
Okay. Are you older?
I look young, but I'm very old.
Okay.
I have wrinkles, but when people look at me, they don't see them. They don't know that I have aged.
Oh. Why is that? Is there a special cream you use on your skin to keep you youthful?
Balm.
What was that?
I hear balm of Gilead. It's of God. It's not a medicine balm. It's a healing it's a Ayurvedic.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what the word means, but I don't know how it relates right now.
So it's like a sacred ointment?
Yes, but it's not just an ointment. There are I don't know, now I would call it spelling. I don't necessarily know. It's a whole lifestyle. It's ritualistic.
Would you be able to connect and tell if it's anything related to the cannabis?
I don't know. I keep hearing kratom, but I'm seeing a bark.
Okay. Is that what it's made from, you think?
I don't know, but I remember, like, I don't know, I'm a little confused. I'm putting what looks like mud on my skin.
Okay.
And all of the women, we do it together. We do it together, kind of like a self-care Sunday.
Okay. Uh-huh. Beautiful.
It's more of a cleansing. We try to cleanse ourselves. It's not about maintaining youth or being beautiful. We just want to be clean. We want to be pure.
Okay.
I got chills all over. It's love. It's love. Love is the balm of Gilead. It don't matter what we use. It don't matter what we use. We set our intent with love.
Beautiful. Do all the women look young in the village?
When I look at them, they look so much younger than me. But no, we all look young, but I know I'm significantly older than most of the women. It seems like, I mean, there are some older ladies. Okay, hold on. Let me see how many. There might be 24 women.
In the whole village?
That I have close contact with. People come from a long way to see me.
They come to see you?
Yes, they travel to see me.
Uh-huh.
I cross between spiritual realms. I have access to what's known as Hades, or the darkness.
Uh-huh. You connect with Hades?
I do. I do.
What do you do with Hades?
I don't know if I bring back people, but I lead souls. I lead souls that are lost.
Do you work with any angels?
Yes. Archangel Michael and Uriel. And another one. Gabriel's there, but there's another one. I don't.
Is it Azrael or Heylel or Lilith?
Heylel, that's it. Heylel. I see it written.
Heylel, that's Archangel Lucifer. Archangel Heylel, that's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
That's Archangel Michael's twin. What a wonderful duo. That's
wow. His name's not written in English. It's written in something that looks like sigils. I can read it. I have no language barrier.
beautiful. So do you hold sacred knowledge?
I do. I know ancient medicine. I have ancient wisdom. No one knows how I have it. I'm not even so sure I have it. There was never a time I didn't have it. And it long lives from the minute of creation for infinity. I always have this.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And are you able to tell what year you're in? Or if it's the third, fourth, or fifth dimension, do you know what time period you're in?
I can't tell.
Okay.
Time, God, this sounds crazy, but I know that time is no such thing.
Right. Oh, because you know that you're unable to pinpoint it.
Yeah, I can't.
That's beautiful. Okay, this is great. Thank you. You're doing so well. You're doing fantastic.
There's just so much life here. There's like.
Let's find out more about who you are. Do you want to find out more about who you are? Do you want to maybe let's go back a little bit further before that scene, just a little bit, and can you see what's going on?
Yes, ma'am. I'm packing a basket on my head. I'm young. I feel young. Like my belly, my hips are slender.
Uh-huh.
And I'm carrying a basket, a woven basket that I wove. And it's big.
Uh-huh. Are you alone?
And I don't wear anything but jewelry. I am alone.
You are alone? Okay.
I am alone. And walking along a path that it seems like I just smell sulfur in the air.
Uh-huh. You smell sulfur?
I smell sulfur, just a hint of sulfur, like in a water supply or something. I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from.
How do you feel about that?
Like it's reminded me of something, or like it's a familiar, like I want more of it because it reminds me of familiarity, maybe home.
Okay. So are you away from home now?
I don't feel like I'm away from home necessarily, as I'm away from maybe someone has passed away in my family, and I'm grieving the loss. And it's one that I will never get over because I can't reach the person that's gone. Who is it? I don't know if it was my father or my grandfather. It must have been my grandfather. He was like a king cup in a
Your grandfather was a king?
To me, he's a king, but I don't know. It seems like other people are calling him a priest or a chief.
Uh-huh. Okay. A chief?
Yes, I see him with like masks and things on his face and his head for like ceremonies.
Okay.
But he's gone. And I can communicate with everything that has passed on. I'm connected to everything, but my grief for him is holding me back from communicating with him. There's a block there, and I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But I loved him. He took care of me. I had no parents. I don't know why I don't have parents, but he raised me.
Oh. He raised you. Okay.
He raised me while the other little girls were learning how to be domesticated and homestead and take care of families. I was taught to hunt, and I was taught the manly duties as well. My grandfather spoiled me. What did I call him? I can feel it on my tongue.
You what?
I call him something.
Uh-huh.
It's on my tongue.
You will.
I can't. Yes. I can't. It's a little out of my grasp.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. No worries. We'll get there. Okay. So you said your grandfather raised you, and your grandfather just died. You're grieving, you said?
He had died when I was a little younger than I am now. I don't have any clothes on. All I have on is jewelry, and I'm carrying a basket. And there's fruit in the basket, but it's red fruit.
Okay.
And bananas have seeds.
Bananas, okay. You said the bananas have seeds?
Yes. A lot of people in the tribe were upset at my grandfather because my grandfather, I don't think he so much spoiled me as he kept me really close to protect me. There was a fear he had of losing me. So he kept me close with him. And I was learning things that women in the village didn't think was appropriate for a young woman to learn.
Uh-huh. So they were jealous.
No, I think they were. I was too free. I acted like a boy in a lot of ways. I wasn't scared of anything.
Okay.
And I had tendency to wander off. Not wander off like I didn't know where I was going, but if I seen a wild animal, I'd follow it. I wouldn't think about danger. I wouldn't think about getting in trouble. I would just follow it. I had to see what was on the other side. I had to know everything. I'm very, very curious.
Awesome. And what about where you lived? Who watched you? Who did you live with? Can you go to your home? Are you able to see that clearly?
I lived with my grandfather.
And after he died?
I stayed there.
Okay. Did you stay
I stayed there, and I didn't. I stayed in his shack. I made it pretty. I got rid of his dead things and acquired my own dead things. I slept on bamboo.
Uh-huh. Can you describe some of the things that you had in your room?
I have skulls and bones and feathers. And I have plants, but most of them are dead. It looks like flower arrangements. And I have a lot of pottery. And it seems like my grandfather had gold. And I got rid of that to replace it with more things that I felt were practical.
Okay. Uh-huh. So what about the tribe? Was the tribe, were they supportive for you staying there?
Very, very. Men tried to marry me, but I would always say no.
Okay. Did you have children?
I had children that were not mine. I didn't give birth.
Okay, so you took care of children, like
yes,
orphans?
It takes a village.
Yes.
No, like I raised many children. I raised many adults.
Beautiful. Did you teach them your sacred ways, or did you keep that quiet?
I taught them a lot of things that their parents didn't understand.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people thought I was crazy because I was a lot like a child. I was very, very free. I was very, very, I couldn't be tamed, I guess. I want to say wild, but I was very, very just trusting of my God.
Mm-hmm.
I knew there was something big I was going to do in my life, and I knew that it would not become it would not be fulfilled until I was very, very old. So I never worried about danger.
Uh-huh. Would you say you were an oracle at all? Were you able to see the future or see things?
Okay. Yes, I was an oracle. I am an oracle.
Yes, you are. Yes, beautiful. And are you able to find out your name? Do you hear your name yet?
It don't sound like words. It sounds like something like noises. Like, it sounds like a heartbeat with a tick.
Like a heartbeat and a tick?
Yes.
Could you mimic the sound?
Contact. Contact. Contact.
Beautiful. Are you able to translate that now? Do you know what that means?
Willow.
What was that?
Willow.
Willow?
Like the tree. Like the tree.
Beautiful.
Bends and don't break.
Beautiful. Did your grandfather name you that?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes. He taught me compassion.
Beautiful.
He's the one that taught me about isness.
He did.
Yes. And we would have long talks. And there's grass. We was in grass when I was a little girl. And he was showing me the blades of grass and all the ways that we were the same. And sometimes we would sit there all day long until I could tell him what it felt like to be a blade of grass when the dew fell.
Beautiful. That's wonderful.
He loved me so much.
Do you know if he is in your life now, as in Amber's life? Can you tell if he's in your life now?
He was. He was Amber's grandfather. Her step-grandfather that passed away.
Your step-grandfather?
Yes. And he had lost, he knew there was a connection when Amber was born, but he was a troubled man. Something hurt him. Something hurt him as a youngster.
Oh.
But he loves her so, so much. He's with her. He's with her all the time.
Beautiful.
She smells him. I smell him. I'm getting confused. I don't know if I'm here or there.
It's all the same. It's all the same. Time does not exist. So it's everything is happening at the same time.
I have
so
it's of a crystal
you
house.
are there, you are here. Of a what? What was that?
A crystal house. I'm having visions of a crystal house.
Oh, are
we glass house?
On from that? Look down at your hands. Are you still? Do you still have the same hands?
I don't really have hands. I'm just light.
Beautiful. Okay. So just go ahead and float with that light and see where it leads you to your next important place. And where is it taking you? Follow that light.
Something like I don't see anything different than light. It's all bright light, but it's somewhere, it's healing, it's ultimate health, it's ultimate wholeness, it's ultimate completeness, it's full circle,
Are you in the isness?
I think that's it. I think that's it. When you say isness, I feel like I know this sounds so crazy, oh my God, but I feel like my arms are rivers and my head is volcano and my feet is soil.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Just go ahead and feel that light, feel the energy, and see what information comes to you. What is the message there with that light? What do you feel, sense, or know? Is this in between lives from the last life you left?
I think it is in between lives.
Okay.
I feel like as whole as I am, something is missing.
Uh-huh.
Like there's part of me gone. Like I need to go find it.
And in that light, you feel that way?
No. I don't know. I feel complete, but I'm not finished.
Okay.
I'm not finished.
Uh-huh. Is there anybody there with you in that light?
Everybody.
Beautiful.
Like, I mean, everybody. Like everybody. Like it's everything.
Everybody, you see everybody there with you?
I don't see anything but light. I feel. I feel. It's not about seeing. It's about feeling. It's about knowing.
Yes. Yes.
But I've got an assignment, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. So, could you be with your guides? Do you think you're there with your guides? Are you this before you get your next mission? What is this place?
I feel like I'm in heaven.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like this is home.
Yes.
But I feel like I have to retrieve, that's the word. That word keeps coming up. Like for the past couple minutes, I keep hearing the word retrieve. But it's like I have to retrieve me. Like it's not clear.
Okay.
But I feel
just keep breathing. Mm-hmm. With each breath, as you breathe in and out, the information will come clear and clear to you, and you will know.
I'm with angels. And I'm with the source. There's many other people there, but I can't hear what they're saying. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Twin?
Okay. Say that again.
A twin?
A twin?
Like I don't see a twin, but I feel like I feel like I've got a twin on a playground, but I'm not seeing anything. I don't know. I can't understand this. It's not for me to understand the face.
You're getting a sense of yourself being on a playground?
Yes, and when I tried to hear what the angels were saying to me, I just knew that it wasn't for me to know. I didn't necessarily, somebody didn't tell me that. I did audibly, but I knew somebody was telling me it's not meant for me to understand.
Uh-huh.
Yet.
Okay. Is there somebody there that's connecting with you? Can you connect with somebody? there anyone
Mary.
there that's willing to step? Mother Mary?
Mother Mary's there.
Beautiful. Can you connect with her and see what she has to say to you?
Mary? You know you're my favorite, huh? Oh, wow. I just got glimpses of her life when she was Jesus' mother, Yeshua. Okay, Yeshua. Yes, she was Yeshua's mother. She was very, very strict on him. She wanted him to be high in the church.
She was strict with him?
Yes, she was very, very strict on him. He was a very, very unruly child. He was a wild one. He was a wild one. She was upset that he studied Vedic.
Why is that?
What does that have to do with me? I'm a divine attribute of Christ. No.
Say that again?
She is my mother. She is my mother. I keep feeling I am. I keep feeling like I'm God. Not God, but I am God. Like I am.
Yes.
She's reminding me that she is my mother too. She is me and I am her. Oneness. Connectedness.
Tell me if you are a fractal of Mother Mary.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Are you a fractal of Mother Mary? Are you connected to her in her life that she lived as Yeshua's mother?
Not physically. Not physically. I'm her and she is me.
Do you hold a fractal of her?
I think she is a guide. I think she has aided me in very many lifetimes. But I feel like I'm her.
Okay. Are you able to connect with her and ask her if you are a fractal of her?
Am I a fractal of Mary? Yes.
Okay. Beautiful.
Yes, she's smiling. She smiles. I smile as I can. She is me. I'm
So
her. This is in me.
So you had lived a life as Mother Mary. You had experienced that. Is that correct?
I don't know if I actually did or if I am just so powerful that I connect with her, maybe. Do I channel her? Is that it?
Well, she says you're a fractal of her. Does that mean that you're a fractal of her when she lived as Mother Mary? So you would have experienced that as well? Is that what she's reminding you of?
I don't know. Gomer? It's like she's telling me I was Gomer, a prostitute.
You were who?
Oh, wow. Gomer?
Gomer. Really? And Gomer was a prostitute?
She's calling me Gomer, yes.
Say that again.
Oh, hold on. It's like she's showing me stuff.
Beautiful. Go
Like,
ahead and
or
explain everything that.
Okay, my twin, Jose, he married me. The source told him to marry me. I was a prostitute and he didn't want to. And he chased me down while he was screaming at God, trying to drag me back to the house. Kind of like Black Snake Moan, but he married me and I become a virtuous woman.
Uh-huh.
And I was enlightened later on in life.
Was this during the life of Mother Mary?
No, I don't know. I'm not, it's like I can't go there.
Okay.
I can't
Are you in another?
Am I in a
Okay.
what?
Okay.
Okay, this is crazy. I've seen this before, but it's making sense to me now. She's showing me. My twin, swing set. Okay. This is later. This is in the days of, what does it mean? Oh wow. Jose and Gomer. Me and my twin on the swing set.
Uh-huh.
I'm a retrieval.
Explain everything.
I can't hear you.
Explain everything that you're seeing.
What am I seeing? I'm seeing a tree. It's a swing. And I've got on a white dress and it's polka dotted in red. And I got on Bobby socks and Mary Jane's. And I'm thin. And I've got real pretty golden skin. And I'm laughing and I'm being pushed on a swing by a young man. I'm still make no sense? Yes, it does. Alrighty. Jose and Gomer. Jose was pushing me on the swing like thousands and thousands of years later. Like, that's my twin. That's who I'm to retrieve.
Do you mean twin flame?
I can't hear you.
Do you mean twin flame when you say twin?
I believe so.
What do you mean by?
Huh?
What do you mean by twin?
It's
like
twin flame. Like it's me. Like there's two of me. There's a divine masculine and a divine feminine. I get that. But this just a little further than I thought. Like,
okay, so you say you're at the swing right now and you're with Jose and he's pushing you on the swing?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out if he's talking to me.
What is he wearing?
He's wearing like a button-up shirt with snaps. And he's got denims on and they're rolled up and he's got on loafers. Like, not shiny loafers, but like old shoes maybe that you'd work in. This wasn't there's a car. It's not it's a very, very old car, like one of the ones you would think would be the first ones. Let me see if I can see what it is.
Are you able
It's a Ford.
to tell what year? A Ford? Okay. Are you able to tell what year you're in?
I know it's in the 30s, late 30s, I think. Maybe 40s.
And what's the location you're in?
Georgia.
I'm sorry, Georgia. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm in Georgia. I'm in Georgia, and there's a barn, and there's farm, and people are afraid.
Hosea is afraid?
People are afraid they're going to starve to death.
Oh.
I'm moving. I'm young, 17.
Uh-huh. And you're moving away?
Yeah, I'm moving away. Yes, my father needs work. My father's a farmer, but he's like a migrant farmer. We move every time we need food. Well, whenever the land runs dry.
Uh-huh.
I'll never see him again.
Oh. Does that make you sad?
It's like I'll never get over it.
Okay.
I think this is why I think it's why like I am now. Like maybe I didn't know what it was. Like it's coming full circle.
Beautiful.
I have blonde hair.
What color?
Blonde.
Blonde hair.
Yeah.
Is it long or short?
It's on my shoulders.
Okay.
My hair, I was.
And what is your name that you go by?
Have it any longer. I want to say Karen. Karen sounds familiar, but I can't hear anybody say it.
What is their last name?
Riley.
Wiley?
Riley. I don't know if that's my first name or my last name.
And what about your parents? Do you know your parents' names?
No, but my mother's ill.
She's ill?
Yeah, she's
What's
ill.
wrong with her?
We know it now is cancer. Breast cancer. Her breast is purple and black.
Oh.
She doesn't have medical care. Like there's no doctors. My dad takes care of her.
Oh.
And me. That's why I gotta go with him. That's why I can't stay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the oldest child.
You're the oldest? You
I'm the
have
oldest.
siblings?
I'm 17. I was, how many of us are there? There's 6 more kids.
Uh-huh.
One was a boy. Let me see. I see one clearly. It was a boy. His name was James.
Uh-huh.
And he was really close to my age. I think I was older. I feel like he's older than me, but I know he's not.
Uh-huh.
Like, he's very, very protective of me.
Is he your twin?
No,
Okay.
no. I got to go to school. He didn't. He had to work. But he's got dark hair. All the rest of us are blonde. My dad's dark-headed. My dad's Italian.
Italian?
I don't know. He's not like,
Yeah.
his family was immigrants,
Uh-huh.
but it seems like we weren't allowed to, like, he had to hide his nationality to be with my mother.
Were they Jewish?
I don't, it could have been. Could have very well been, because he said that he was, what? The lineage of David?
Your dad was the lineage of David?
Yes, his family. But they were
Like
immigrants.
King David, like the biblical?
Yeah, like Jesus' bloodline. But I don't know if that's true or if that's just bad talking. But anyhow,
Listen, don't one thing, whatever information comes to you, don't question it, let it come to you. Everything will be clear. Your mind will want to say it might not be. Just let it flow. You're doing beautiful. You're doing so fantastic. Just don't question anything. Just have fun with it and let all the information come to you.
Okay.
So that would make sense why you would be connected to Mother Mary if King David, the lineage. Okay, so that's something.
But
what
like,
else are you feeling from that? Do you think you guys were moving around? Was that during the time of war?
I think so. I'm pretty sure, because people are hungry. Maybe it's around the Depression or a war, maybe. But we moved around a lot. Okay, let me see if I understand this.
Was it during the Hitler times? Do you sense Hitler's presence?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
Very much so. I think that's why nobody could know, like, where, like, who my dad's family was.
Yes. Beautiful.
Yes, I've got his brown eyes. My mother has blue eyes, but I have brown eyes like him.
Beautiful. So, your dad in that life, is he anyone connected to Amber's life now?
No.
Okay. So they only had that one life together.
Yes, but they got pushing me on the swing. I call him Hot Shot.
Oh, you're going back to Jose.
Yeah, the guy that's pushing me on the swing. This is my husband. I thought he was going to be my husband. Jack.
He's your husband?
No, he was going to be my husband, but I had to move. My brothers tried to get me to stay, but I knew that I had to take care of the rest of the kids.
Did your brother stay behind?
Would you what? I'm sorry.
Did James stay behind? Your brother?
No, he left. He went with Dad. They worked together. They worked together for a little while until he got a little older and he met his wife. And then they quit working together. He went on his own. But he knew Jack. Yeah, Jack. What's the rest of his name? I can't see Jack's face, but I do see his shoes and his jeans very, very clearly. And I can see his hands very clearly. But he was going to be my husband. Jack is the man that is pushing me on the swing.
Is that Jose's Jack?
Yes.
Okay. So his name is Jack and not Jose.
Yes, his name's Jose when I'm Gomer.
Oh.
But our names when he's pushing me on the swing. When he's pushing me on the swing. Okay, I'm seeing myself with dark hair.
Okay, you're switching. Okay.
But I feel like it's the same life.
Okay, just changed your hair color?
Yeah, I think this is where I think this is the one life I remember, because this is very, very, very familiar to me, but now I can connect it to the girl on the swing.
Okay. Beautiful. You're doing great.
I've got dark hair.
Yes.
And this is a very familiar thought to me, but I really think it's connected to the me that's on the swing.
Mm-hmm. So you feel like it's the same life?
I do, later.
Okay, so how old do you feel now?
I feel like I may be 33 or 35.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I'm standing looking at a covered bridge.
Okay.
I've got on a white pantsuit, and it seems like I shouldn't be wearing a pantsuit, that I should be in a dress. But I don't give a fuck.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it just seems like I just have that attitude, like, I really don't care what people think about me. People think I'm weird, and people think maybe I'm wounded. But I've got on a white suit, like pantsuit, and it's got a black bow tied around the neck, and I've got like a little pillbox hat, and my hair is in a bun.
Okay.
I kill myself here. I drown myself.
Okay, so before you go forward with that scene, let's just go back just a little bit before that scene. And what brought you to that? Be there now.
My son died. My son died. He was so sick. He stabbed us. his dad's gone. Did he die?
Did you get married?
I got a ring on.
Okay, let's go back just a little bit to where we can find answers to what led you to that bridge. What were the situations that were occurring that led you to that bridge? What happened? What happened to your son?
It was an accident, but it just don't make sense. It's a car accident? A car accident. He's 6.
Uh-huh.
He's 6. His dad died too. I have nobody. I don't know where James is at. We have money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love this man. I respect this man because he's so good to my son, but I don't love this man. I want to be with Jack. So I give all the love that I have in me to my little boy. It's like I'm seeing a car and a train. I think the train hit the car. Oh, I'm sick.
Is this how you lost your son and your husband?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What was your son's name?
Starts with a J.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit.
Jeremiah May.
May?
M-A-E.
M-A-E. Was that his last name?
I don't know. I can see myself writing my name, but I can't read it.
So let's go back. Let's go back to when you had your son. Let's do that. Let's get to know this kid. Let's go back a little bit. Since you loved your son so much, let's go back to when you gave birth to your son. And be there now. What is happening? Who's there with you?
I just had him.
Beautiful.
And my heart is just so broke. He looks like Jack. And I just want Jack to be there so bad. It's not Jack's baby though, but me and Jack dreamed of this baby. We dreamed of a little son, Jack Jr.
Joe Jr., you called him?
Jack Jr.
Jack.
But I couldn't, his dad knew about Jack, so I knew I couldn't name the baby Jack. But all I could think about was Jack.
Okay, look at that baby's eyes. And do you recognize those eyes in the life of Amber?
Oh, that kid's in my life now.
You said the kids in your life now?
Yeah.
Okay, you're just observing. You're just observing. And who is that?
It's a little 8-year-old kid named Gage.
Oh, okay.
His dad is who I think is my twin flame.
His dad, your twin flame, is your twin flame now in Amber's life?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can smell them. I can smell that baby. And when I smell that baby, I can hear Gage talk. Like I can hear him laugh. And like, this is weird.
You can hear who?
Gage. I knew this. I knew this the very first time I met this kid.
Beautiful.
And I thought I was crazy.
And what is your soul connection with Gage? What is your guys' soul connection? Is he part of your soul family?
I feel like I'm his mother. Like I feel like I birthed this child. I've never birthed a child, but I feel like I've birthed this child. That I feel like I'm more significant to this child's life than he is mine.
Interesting. Okay. Do you know what the connection is? Do you know what it is that you're supposed to be connecting with? Are you able to know that?
I can't define it, but I do know.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So
this
now
child,
that you know that,
this child needs healed.
he needs healing.
Yeah.
And you're able to give that.
I'm able to teach him what no one else can.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And when you look into Gage's eyes,
Are you still here?
who?
Are you still here? His eyes look like crescent moons when he smiles.
Crescent moon?
Yeah, like his eyes, they're always happy.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The baby.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. This baby knows things. This baby knows secrets. I know this. This baby is special. I'm a witch.
Are we talking Gage or are we talking Jack Jr.? I mean, sorry.
Jeremiah, yes. I'm a witch. I'm what nobody knows this, but I know this. And I feel like I would be hurt if my husband knew.
Your husband would hurt you?
That's what I feel like. If my husband knew, somebody would hurt me. I don't think it's him, but somebody would hurt me if my husband knew. But this baby knows things. This baby's old. This baby.
The baby has an old soul?
Yes. Like I can look in his little eyes and I can just see so much. Like,
can you tell which archangel he is connected to?
Gabriel.
Beautiful.
Maybe Michael. I see both of them.
Beautiful.
But he teaches me. He teaches me before he talks.
So you're telepathically connected.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Are you telepathically connected?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We don't have to speak. But I don't have to with most people in my life.
Beautiful.
But his daddy thinks there's something wrong with him.
Oh no.
Like he's distant to the child. He's not very accepting of the child's tendencies, like the daydreaming, and he's got a very vivid imagination. And his dad sees it just as him lying. But I know better. And I'm very protective over him because I feel like he will be smothered and oppressed. He's very, very special. He's very, very smart. He has no developmental disabilities or anything. He can write upside down and backwards by the time he's 3. Amber could do that.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I get the feeling that his dad resents him a little bit. His dad knows that I don't love him. He knows that he was basically just I'm getting too old, we might as well do this thing. You know, I settled for him. He was a good man. Very good provider. Come from a family that was reputable as well as had a little bit of money. It seemed like they was in the banking business. My husband wore suits a lot. And I wore pantsuits. And other women, it seemed like the other women would get angry at me.
Okay.
Because it seems like I wasn't supposed to wear, I don't know why that's a big deal, but it was a big deal to me that I was judged so harshly because I was a little bit different than them. And I didn't want my son to be. And I felt that his dad picked up on maybe the bond that I had with this child. It wasn't so much jealousy as it was resentment. Like, I feel like my husband was really angry with me when I got pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he loved his son. He really, really did. But I believe it was more of he loved him because he was an heir type. You know what I mean? Like there was status in having a son. I'm sorry.
You broke out a little bit. Repeat that last part.
I felt like his dad was happy he was having a son because there was status associated with it in his family.
Yes.
But I think that maybe I tricked his dad into getting me pregnant. There was something shady. I did something shady to get pregnant with him because I was lonely. But his dad resented him. He did love him very much, but he thought he was weird. Like he was a bit ashamed of him.
Oh.
Jeremiah didn't care.
Did Jeremiah go to school?
No, he went to day school, but it wasn't he was very, very smart. So it wasn't like a kindergarten or a first grade or anything like that. Maybe it was more like a Head Start.
Do you remember what his favorite thing was to eat?
Carrots. He didn't want to eat anything except for fruits and vegetables. He didn't like meat.
Beautiful.
He did like milk, but he wanted goat's milk.
Okay.
And he loved trains. He had a little toy train, a little wooden train on a string that my father had made for him.
Beautiful.
My father never got to meet him.
No. Did your parents die before you had your child?
Yes, my mother died, and that's when I left.
So when did you ever get to connect back with your family, or once you left, that was it?
Yes, I was connected with my family. We just lived in different areas.
Okay. Beautiful.
But my father never got to meet my son. He knew it was a boy.
Were you pregnant when your father died?
Yes. No.
No?
No. My father died not long after I had my son.
You just didn't get a chance to see him?
No. We lived too far away, and I think my dad was embarrassed to come to my home because of my husband. I think he felt like the class difference.
Oh.
I don't know. I think my husband, it was my husband's family. They were a nasty bunch.
Were they?
Yeah, they were very crooked.
What did they do?
They were very manipulative. They were very materialistic. They didn't like me because I didn't come from money. And I didn't have more education. I did go to school until I was like 14 or 15, but I was very, very intelligent. I was self-taught. I liked to read. I liked to do things. I liked when my dad would teach me things the woman would never need to know. It seemed like I just had a thirst for needing to know everything.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't come from money, and I didn't get to go to university. So his family kind of shunned me a little bit, and they tried to mold me into what I wasn't. Hence the hair. Yes, the hair. That's why my hair was dark and in a bun. I feel like it was something that was expected of me with his family or something. I don't know. It seems like his mother had a problem with my long hair because when I was younger, I couldn't grow it out past my shoulders because I'd have to put it up. My mother would always make me put it up. She was sick and she'd want my hair off my back. But as I got older, it wasn't long after my mother died when I left. My hair was long and it was blonde. And the reason I left is because the kids were older and my dad had a woman that helped him raise the kids. I don't think it was his wife. I think it was a woman who he had hired her to help rear the girls. But for whatever reason, it was working out.
Okay.
So I left. I met my husband on a sidewalk.
On a what?
On a sidewalk.
Oh,
On a sidewalk.
and you caught his eye.
I did. But it was funny because, like, wherever we lived, there wasn't a lot of sidewalks. So it was like there was a sidewalk in town if I had to go to town for something. But that wasn't very often.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I would always look. They had European, one of the little mercantile stores had like a clothing catalog from Paris. And like every time Dad would take us to town, I would spend all my time in there looking at all those Paris clothes. And I got to wear them when I married my husband. That's how I ended up with the pantsuit, because it wasn't common for women to wear pants here, but women were doing it. The wild women were doing it here, the ones that smoke cigarettes and stuff. But the women in France,
Mm-hmm.
I loved the way they dressed.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When you were young, you guys were going through hard times and Hitler was going on. How did you guys get through that time period?
We lived small. We lived very small. My dad was a very, very practical man. He's a very hardworking man. He would farm. He would farm for other people. We had a little farm on our property, and we grew like tomatoes and green beans and onions and lettuce and peppers. We had peppers. But like Dad worked on, I don't know if it was a cotton farm. It was a farm with machines. We didn't have machines on our farm.
Mm-hmm.
But he worked on a larger farm.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's great. That's great. I think we got a lot of information. Should we go back to the time where you were at the bridge and go back to that moment and tell me what happens when you decide to end it all?
Jack's married.
Did you find Jack?
Like my brother knew. My brother come when my son died and wanted to take me home with his and his wife and his family because I had nobody. I had money. And he told me I needed to leave it all, and I didn't care to leave it all. But he couldn't give me what I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted Jack. Jack was like what was missing my whole life. And I tried to replace Jack with the love I had for my son, which was completely two different things.
Mm-hmm.
But I just needed to fill an emptiness. And although I loved my son and he could never take the place of Jack, there was always an emptiness of Jack there that I couldn't get past. And like, Jack was married. But I know, had I went to see Jack, Jack would have eventually married me. I do know that. But I could never do that.
Right. Okay. So that led you to want to just, what were you?
It seems like I was drinking. I don't know if I was drinking while I was at the bridge or not, but it seems like I may have maybe developed very rapidly a drinking problem.
Uh-huh. Makes sense.
Yeah, and it seems like it comes on pretty quick. Like, I would drink socially. I didn't necessarily enjoy drinking, but I was drinking clear drinks. I don't, vodka tonics. And with olives. That makes so much sense.
So
Anyhow,
when you were at that bridge, how did you decide to end your life? Now, I only want you to observe this. You're not going to feel anything. You're not going to experience it. You're just going to observe what happens, and we're just going to move through the scene, and just tell me what happens
I'm walking up to the bridge, and I kick my shoes off. And the bridge is wooden, and it's a covered bridge, but it's like there's windows cut out in it, like there's cutout in it. Like where the light comes in or something. It's not like a rail. It is kind of like a rail. It don't matter. That don't matter. Anyhow, there's a cutout in the window, and the bottom, I've got nylons on my feet.
No shoes?
No, I kicked my shoes off right after I get inside of the bridge. And the parts that the cars drive up on is raised. Like the wheel tracks are raised up off of the floor of the bridge, kind of like a railroad track. But it wasn't a track. They were just like panels. And I stubbed my toe. And I'm not really hysterical, but my face is wet with tears. And I feel like my face is dirty, and I must have makeup or something on because my eyes feel a little matted.
Okay.
I'm not so sure I wanted to drown.
Did you fall into the water by accident? What happened?
I jumped thinking I wanted to die, but by the time I reached the water, I knew that Jeremiah would be with me again, that I didn't have to die to experience it. There was a real quick realization with the cold water. Like I hit hard. I probably only fell maybe 12 feet into the water, but it was cold. It was cold. And the minute I felt the water rush up around my neck and go in my mouth, it's like I knew that it wasn't over. I knew that Jeremiah would be back to me. Like that wasn't, I don't think I meant to do it. I think I meant to do it, but then it turned into an accident.
You had that bit of regret at the end?
Yeah, I did, because I was fighting hard not to die.
Now, what happens to your soul when you die? What happens to your soul when you leave that body? Where does it go? Does Jeremiah meet you anywhere, or where do you go?
No, I just see white.
Okay, you're back at the white.
I see dark first. I see dark first for a long, long time. And it's like I'm fighting really, really hard. And I mistakenly think I come out of the water and I live. That's what I think when I get to the light. When the light comes, I think that is, I'm mistaken. I think that I actually survived, that I didn't drown.
Oh.
And then it dawns on me. And I'm stunned, but I'm comfortable. But Jeremiah's not there.
And you're still in the same place? You're still at the bridge?
No.
You're in the white light.
I'm in the light. I am the light.
You are the light, yes.
But there's sadness. There's not, it's a comfortable feeling like I have been there. But there's this sadness. It's like, I feel like I'm going to tell my parents I wrecked their car. That's the feeling that I have when I get there. Like
disappointment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like maybe I failed, or that I had something that I was supposed to do that I didn't accomplish.
You aborted your mission too early?
Yeah, that it was unfinished. It was left unfinished.
Okay. Okay, so would this be a good time now to bring in your higher self?
Yes.
Okay. At this time, I'm going to call in the higher self of Amber. Would you please connect with us? Would you allow the connection today?
I'm here and she's here. This is unfamiliar.
Higher self, I'd like to just talk to higher self right now. Amber, she can just hang out and listen, and we'll just connect with the higher self and see if we can get some answers for Amber today.
Okay.
Can we connect with the higher self of Amber?
You may.
Am I speaking with the higher self of Amber?
Not the highest self.
Who am I speaking with?
A healed whole Amber of this lifetime.
Say that again?
A healed whole Amber of this lifetime.
Okay. I wanted to connect with Amber's higher self today so we can get some questions for her. Are you able to answer questions for Amber?
She doesn't know what to ask.
I have questions that she has here for me to ask you. Is that okay if I ask you the questions?
Of course.
Okay, wonderful. First, I just want to ask, when Amber first started, you took her to a river where she saw mountains and greenery, and she felt like the mother of all. Can you explain that to her, what that was about?
Amber is birth generation. All the way back to the Garden of Eden in Kidron.
Uh-huh.
Amber knew Lilith.
Uh-huh.
Amber can channel Lilith and doesn't know it.
Beautiful. I love Lilith. I honor, love, and respect her.
Lilith was pretty awesome.
Yes, she is. How is she connected to Lilith?
She is Lilith.
She is Lilith. Beautiful. Is Lilith her higher archangel?
Yes, and Lilith has never left Amber's side. It's always confused Amber because there has always been a duality about Amber that she could not explain. So much of her got pushed into the shadow and she was demonized, and she didn't have the physical capacity to handle the mental capacity or the spiritual capacity, and it wasn't ever nurtured in her. Amber is darkness. Amber is a torchbearer. Amber brings light to all darkness. Amber heals.
Beautiful. Yes. She's a beautiful soul. Am I speaking with Lilith now?
No.
Okay. Beautiful. So, am I speaking to male or female?
A divine feminine. However, I've got a lot of masculine.
Do you have a name that you go by?
Respect.
What was that?
Achika.
Achika. Okay. Beautiful. And is that meaning willow?
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So she said that in that life, she felt like she was a healer or a seer in Egypt. Is that where she was?
She could even bring the dead back to life.
Beautiful. Was she in Egypt? Was that where she was?
She was in a little village off of the Kidron.
Beautiful.
She was very, very, she was related to royalty in more ways than one, in the physical sense as well as in the spiritual.
Is there an earthly year that you can give us that life was?
17 BC.
Beautiful. Thank you for that. Beautiful. So you said that she was the first generation in the Garden of Eden. Can you explain a little more about that?
According to the Bible, God only created, well, according to the Bible, the first couple he made was Adam and Eve. We all know that is false. Lilith is never talked about. As many religious texts are out there, you are not going to find the complete and total truth until you put them all together.
Yes.
This is something Amber is learning.
Yes.
She knows that she has roots in all of them, but she can't get past the conditioning of her Christian family, and she has a fear of being a heretic. She knows that Jesus did not die for the sins of the world, that Joshiel was actually crucified because he was enlightened, and that scares her to death because it goes against anything she's ever known. However, she feels it so deeply, and if she could ever get past her fear, she will move mountains.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So I'm definitely trying to help her get past her fears. That's why I brought her here today, so you can connect with her. One of the other things I love to do is I talk about Archangel Lilith, Archea Lilith, all the time. I'm constantly telling people, sharing that information. So I just wanted to let you know that I am definitely one of those people who are here to bring Lilith's truth.
Amber doesn't know anything about Lilith. Amber knows the story. Amber she would read religious texts and she would seek. She was such a studious person. Any question she had, she would shut down her whole life just to seek the answers. And she always had the answers within herself, but she was conditioned to not believe what she felt.
Right. Beautiful.
But she doesn't know much about Lilith. She hasn't been able to relate to her. She's been called by Hecate.
Uh-huh.
And she can't get past her fear to explore those.
Is she connected to Hecate as well?
No, she has a very close connection to Hecate. Hecate has called her whole life.
Okay. Beautiful. Now, I also want to ask, Amber wants to know about her twin flame. Can you explain a little bit about that? She explored a couple lives where she felt the connection. Is this something that they've had multiple lives together? This twin flame that she's thinks that she's connected to now in this life?
They have been connected in many lifetimes, and they have been disconnected in many more. Union is coming.
Will she get her opportunity to finally connect with her twin flame?
She will. And it will happen in the most beautiful way. Amber's writing a book.
Beautiful. And her trip to Costa Rica, is this divine? Is this all part of her divine plan?
This is divine. This is divine. She's a little bit scared. She won't admit it to anybody, but here recently she's quite scared to go. She's scared of the power that will be bestowed upon her when she finds her healing there, and she will find her complete healing there.
Is there any way you can help her relax a little bit with that, so she's not so scared? Can we take that away?
She can do it anytime she wants to.
Beautiful. 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 So she does feel like she is a shaman and a healer. And she did say that she felt like she might have committed suicide in her past life. The most recent life you showed her was a woman at a bridge. Is there anything you want to say about that life?
It happened exactly the way it was supposed to.
So she can let go of regrets?
She can. I'm not sure that she has any.
Okay.
I don't think that she has anything there she's letting go of. I think puzzle pieces are coming together from that life that are going to make sense to her one day, because everything is happening exactly the way it's supposed to for the highest good. And all her lifelines are coming to pass. Hers, her twin flames, her child. She's healing generations.
Beautiful. And what about her grandchild? She's got a grandbaby on the way. Is there anything you can tell her about that baby?
He's a prophet. He's a leader. He will change the hearts of many. His mother is gifted. His mother is so, so powerful. And Amber's just realizing it.
Does he already have his name?
He has a heavenly name.
Is that something you're able to share with Amber?
No.
Okay, beautiful.
She will know when she sees him.
Beautiful.
It's like a coming home.
Beautiful. So her journey, she's on the right path.
Oh gosh, yes. She is doing so well. She really is. She has finally learned how to be still, and rather than force anything, she's learning how to attract, and she is a master manifester. There is nothing that this woman will want in this lifetime and not receive.
Beautiful. And what about her mother? She's concerned about her mother's Alzheimer's. Anything you can say about that? Is there anything we could do?
Amber has the answer. She knows. She's going to come up against, she's going to take a lot of heat. She's going to try to take control. She wants to now. She wants to be very, very verbal. She's very frustrated because she predicted this years ago. She even told the truth. She told it as she knew it, how it could be prevented, and no one listened to her. And she's very, very, that's what her problem is now. That's what this whole Lionsgate portal, that's exactly what her problem is. That is her holdup right now, is she can't move past the frustration with everybody disregarding what she said, and she was right all along. Amber can heal her mother.
Beautiful. Do you suggest Amber goes into this line of work?
Absolutely. She is an energy healer. She can travel. She can travel through dimensions, and she doesn't even know it yet. She has been in many, many, many different dimensions. She has lived many, many lives. She has led people to the light. She has led souls to the light that had been lost for centuries.
What is her starseed origin?
She is Syrian.
Beautiful. She said tonight in meditation she got that confirmation.
She is. And it's so funny because we all have to laugh, her spirit guides and I. We always have to laugh because when she turns on the movie Avatar, she feels like she's home and she just wants to watch it over and over and over again because it's so familiar to her soul.
Beautiful. Do me and Amber have a connection? I feel very drawn to this sister.
You do. You are going to be a pivotal point in her healing, in her purpose, actually.
Oh, wow. That is so beautiful. I'm going to cry. Oh my God.
Happy
Wow.
tears, they water the soul.
Yes, I only cry happy tears. That's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. I definitely want to give her the best that I can. Is there any healing that we can do for her? Does she need any healing today? Does she need, can we do a body scan? Is there any healing we can check on her and see what we could do for her?
Yes.
Beautiful. Do we need to call in any archangels for assistance?
Yes, call in. Definitely call Michael and Gabriel. Call Lucifer as well. She's darkness. He's familiar with Lucifer. Call Lucifer. Lucifer's familiar with her darkness.
Heylel. Okay. Beautiful. Before we do the body scan, let me just look over and make sure there's anything here that I might have forgot to mention about her past life experience. So everything that you showed her, is there anything that I missed? Was there any messages in any of those past lives that I might have missed asking?
You asked all the right questions, but I must add that she cannot give up on this twin flame union. This twin flame union is going to be for the greater good of multitudes for generations to come. She's getting very, very frustrated, and she's detaching herself from a lot of things, but her twin flame union should not be one of them.
Keep that connection?
Yes, yes. And it's making progress every day, and she knows that. But I think she needs a reminder. She needs reminded of it a lot, because that girl's faith is strong.
Is there any way you can whisper that to her? Just
I tell her all day long, every day. I have guided her to all the right readings. I have guided her to all the right people. All she has to do is learn how to process while she's still. She's still learning how to sort through and compartmentalize, and that's something she's never been able to do in her life. So she's grown by leaps and bounds in the recent, here recently.
Are you there?
Yes.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I was telling her.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Beautiful. So you're telling her what she needs to do to process it?
No, I was telling her she has to figure that on her own. I was telling her that she needs to compartmentalize.
Okay. Beautiful. Well, I thank you for you speaking with me today. I appreciate this. She's going to be so excited. This is big. This is so big for her, and I just want to thank you, and I just want to say I love, honor, and respect you, and thank you infinitely from my heart.
Thank you for making yourself open, because you were the one that listened to the prompt when your higher self asked you to reach out to her the very first time.
Beautiful. I felt that.
Thank you.
I felt the nudge in my heart. This woman she's done something to me. I have so much love for her, so much just infinite love that I just want to help her get through this, because I know this is not an easy time right now. We have to stick together. So I'm just trying to keep the Sisters of the Rose together.
And good for you, because she forgets that sometimes. There are so many people that reach out for her, and she tries really, really hard, because she realizes that people are healed sometimes by just her listening and then being allowed to talk. That she forgets what she's doing. She forgets the impact she's having on people's lives, and she does need to be reassured. And she's still got a little bit of pride in her that needs humbling. So she has a hard time reaching out.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping after this, she'll hear this and she'll have more confidence and she'll be more open and keep her heart more open to the experience.
Well, I want her to hear this right now. You are loved, you are protected, you are safe, you are powerful. You are everything, you are nothing. You can have anything you want, you deserve everything. You are worthy, you are loved, you are protected, you are divine.
Beautiful, Adonai. Beautiful. Would this be a good time to call in our team? Our Archangel, yes. Michael and Gabriel. Thank you. I send you off with love and blessings and just bursting from my heart. Just love and light. Thank you.
Love and light, I say.
Thank you. So now at this time, I will call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Heylel, Lucifer. Would you please join us, our beautiful team? Like to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Lucifer, Heylel. Would you allow a connection today for the healing of Amber?
They're here.
Beautiful.
They're holding me.
Beautiful. How does that feel?
Like I'm very, very safe.
Beautiful, and you are. And at this time, I would like them to conduct a body scan. Is there Archangel Michael or Archangel Gabriel? Which one, or Archangel Heylel? Which one would you like to do? Who would like to do the body scan? Would like to scan Amber's body at this time to see if there's any healing that she needs. Can I get the assistance of Archangel Michael? Brother, I would like to call upon you today. Would you allow the connection?
I can see him.
Beautiful. And Archangel Gabriel, is there a specific angel that would like to assist us?
Uriel.
Uriel, of course. Archangel Uriel, blessings. Thank you. I would like to do a body scan on Amber. Can you scan her body for me and see if there's any parts of her body that need healing?
Her heart and her life juice.
And her life juice?
Her blood.
Her blood. Can you tell me what's going on with those?
Her blood is not whole.
Do you know what's the problem with the blood?
She has cancer. She knows this.
Uh-huh.
I don't think. They don't want me to talk. They don't want me to talk.
So is this something that we can heal today? I would like to heal this.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
You can treat. You can treat. She needs the energy.
This for her blood. Archangel Uriel, are you still with me?
Yes.
Are you able to send light to her blood?
Doing so now.
Beautiful. Thank you for that.
And her heart.
Yes.
Such a beautiful heart.
Yes. She is very beautiful. Is there anything else that needs healing in her body? Can you scan her body to see if there's anything else that we can heal today?
Her throat.
Beautiful. What's wrong with her throat?
She has crystallizing scar tissue in her throat. It's going to cause her breathing problems.
Can you send light to her throat, to the crystallization, to start to get rid of that?
I need assistance.
And who can we call for assistance? Should we call in, who should we call in? Archangel Heylel?
Heylel and Gabriel.
Beautiful. Archangel Heylel and Archangel Gabriel would like you to come and assist us today, please. Would like to send light to Amber's throat so we can take care of that crystallizing there. Can we get rid of that today? Can we work on it?
It is done.
Beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful. Can you scan her body again and tell me if there's anything else that needs healing today?
She's healing on her own.
Beautiful.
It's not going to be quick, but it is going to be complete.
Beautiful. Thank you. Can you scan her body again and see if she's got any entity attachments, perhaps?
Someone close to her has an entity attached.
And where would this be?
And Amber knows it's somewhere. It's one of her parents, but Amber is very familiar. Amber just doesn't have the courage to step out and take care of it herself.
Okay.
She's torn between practicing.
Okay. Which one of her parents is there? The mother or the father?
Both. It's her stepdad, but he's there. He has a lot of darkness, a lot of darkness.
Okay. Is there any way we can connect to the stepdad and talk to him today? I would like to try to help him and heal him and send him off with light.
I don't see an opening.
Okay. Okay.
Her mother has a wounded inner child.
Okay.
It has affected her whole life. Amber is carrying a lot of her burdens. So is Amber's daughter.
Okay.
Amber's whole healing journey is to heal her mother.
Is there any way we can connect to to her parents today. I would like to try to connect with her mother. Is that possible?
Her mother, yes.
Okay. Would like to connect with her mother, if possible. Amber's mother, I would like to speak with you. Can I speak with you, please?
Yes.
Hello, I love, honor, and respect you.
Hi, I'm Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Thank you for talking today. Are you there with Amber?
I am.
And where are you exactly at in her body?
In her body, I'm in her head.
You're in her
She
head?
won't let me anywhere else.
Oh, she won't let you anywhere else?
No, she thinks I'm damaging. She loves me. She loves me so much, but she's learning how to shield her energy.
Okay. Beautiful. Now, you're in her head, so was this the life where you had all when she was a Jewish girl?
No.
Yes?
No.
No? What life did you have with Amber?
I'm not sure. In a lot of ways, it feels like I have always been her mother, but I don't have memories.
Okay, so let's see if we can go back and find out how you died, how you got there. How did you get there? How did you find Amber, and how old was she when you attached to her? Was she an adult, or how old was she when you attached to Amber?
This is Amber. I don't. Who are you talking to?
To Nancy and Amber's head.
My mom?
Yes. Am I still talking to your mother, Nancy?
No, it's Amber.
Okay. So you said you have. Okay. So I was talking to Nancy. That was
my mom.
So we're gonna have Amber just sit down and relax while we're talking with Nancy right now, and we'll just let her listen. So Nancy, you're there with the stepfather hanging out with Amber, is that correct?
I think I pushed her off.
You think what?
I don't know how to say it. I think I flushed my mom out.
you wouldn't let her speak. Okay.
I really think I did, because like I felt something I didn't like.
Okay, so right now I'm working with your team, with your archangels. So I'm just gonna have Amber just relax and just take a back seat. We're trying to connect with Archangel. We're connecting with Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Heylel, and we're doing a body scan for Amber. We're checking for healing, anything in her body that needs healing. Am I speaking with, can I speak with Archangel Gabriel? Are you there?
Right on.
Hello, thank you. Blessings and love.
Blessings and love, my child.
Am I speaking to you today as, are you the divine feminine or divine masculine?
The divine masculine.
Beautiful. Thank you, brother. I love, honor, and respect you. We're trying to do a body scan on Amber, and she says, and the last connection we had before we lost was the mother and stepfather is attached to her there in her brain, but the stepfather is very dark, so we cannot connect. We had a slight connection with Nancy, but she's not able to connect. Is there anything that we could do for them to help them, send them some light, some healing? Is there anything that we can start to do so we can help Amber today?
Yes, we can send them all energy and light. Amber is not going to allow her mother too close because her mother has got an entity attached to her. Her mother is aware of this. Amber is aware of this. Amber has been thinking of doing an egg cleanse, having her mother do an egg cleanse, and she needs to do that.
The egg cleanse, does that work?
Yes, she most certainly. Amber's very familiar with it.
Okay.
And she's been wanting to do it to her mother, but Amber is not going to let her mother, her higher self is not going to let her mother come close.
Beautiful. Okay, so she's protected. So yeah,
she's very, very protected.
So can we send them love? Is there any way we can help the entity attachment to our mother? Is there something we can send love? Something we could do to start the healing?
The healing has already started when Amber walked in this house. When Amber walked into the house, the whole aura of the house changed.
Beautiful. So we're talking about her mother, that's her mother now in this life as Amber.
Yes.
Okay, so she's not, okay, so that's what, okay, now I understand. Okay, so her mother's subconscious is attached to her. Even though she's alive.
Yes, her and her mother are very connected.
Okay.
Her and her mother are very connected. Amber knows this, her mother knows this, but her mother, she has a hard time communicating with her mother. She has a very easy time communicating about a lot of things, but when it comes to spirituality, Amber, there's a shock factor with Amber because Amber's truth is unlike anything that they have ever experienced or anything that they have ever taught or anything that they ever know.
Okay.
But they're interested. They are very, very interested. They have seen this girl change from black to white. And even her dad is just sitting back watching because they don't know the answer, and they don't actually understand what has changed. When she goes to talk, she kind of loses them. But they know.
Okay. And the stepfather, he's passed?
No, he's still here.
He's still here. Is there any, is there healing being done for him too? Is there love and light being sent to him as well?
We need multitudes.
Can we do that? Can we help him?
We can. We need all the spirit guides. We need the whole team, the ancestors, the relatives. We need it all for this man.
Can we do that today?
We can.
Let's do it. Let's call in the benevolent army to come help and assist us today.
And the one source in Jesus Christ.
Beautiful. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you.
There's a crack on the exterior, so it's happening.
Beautiful. Let it all pour in. Let it just
by the time Amber leaves for Costa Rica, this house is going to be a house of love and light.
Yes. Yes.
It has never been.
Let's bring in the light. The baby's on its way. We got to bring in the light. We got to keep that home sacred and protected for that baby. Beautiful. Can you tell me how that's looking?
He's receptive.
Beautiful.
He is receptive. His thought pattern is to hold it. It's self-doubt. Amber's work is cut out for her.
She's a strong woman. I feel it.
She is.
Beautiful. Is there any anything else in her body? Can you scan her body? I just want to make sure there's no entity attachments or implants or reptilians. Is there anything in there that's distracting her or causing her harm?
Meat products.
Meat products?
Yes, she's going to have to be vegetarian. She does not like it. It is a struggle. It is. She considers it picking up her cross every day. She feels like she has no willpower.
Can we give her a little willpower there? Can we?
Let's give it all we got, boys.
I know we all could use a little willpower sometimes. So her body is, you would say her body is pretty good. She does a lot of work on herself. So would you say she doesn't have any entity attachments?
She does not.
Really?
She does not. She can visit darkness at will. She has learned how to control the darkness, and she's finding joy in it. But she doesn't stay there long. She's learned how to lead things to the light, and it's changing her life, and it's changing her surroundings, you know, on just every second of the day. But her blood is causing her heart pressure. It's causing it to work too hard. Her blood is thick.
Okay. Can we do something about that? Is there anything we could do for her and her blood?
No.
No, she
has to make the changes in her own life. She has to learn. This is part of her mission. This is going to be part of her testimony, part of her story.
Okay. Beautiful. Now, I just want to know, I know that she does take cannabis. Does that help? Is that helping her?
More than she realizes.
Beautiful.
It's also hindering her lucid dreaming. She's very aware of this. She doesn't realize that she knows she's a medium, but she doesn't realize that the spirits will actually come to her during lucid dreaming. She does know that lucid dreaming is important, but she does not realize how important it is. So she goes back and forth fasting with it, trying to make the lucid dreams come back, and then she needs to medicate with it. But that's all going to work itself out because Amber's learning new ways. She is always constantly learning. She is open to suggestions. She tries anything, no matter how far-fetched it sounds, and she will find her way.
Beautiful. So would you say not to smoke cannabis before bed? Does it block the lucid dreaming, or does it help it?
It blocks the lucid dreaming.
Okay, so no cannabis before bed.
No cannabis, period.
Period.
If she wants her lucid dreaming. She doesn't have to have it. It is part of her gift as a mediumship, but it's not hindering her spiritual walk at all. She's got so many different avenues she needs to explore that can wait. That can be placed on the back burner because cannabis will not always be the thing for her.
Okay. Beautiful. Would you say that people who lucid dream could be mediums? Is that like a sign of mediumship?
In some cases.
Okay. I was curious.
Amber had visions. Amber had visions of the spirits. She seen how they were injured. She would tell people, and they would always medicate her or do something to to convince her that she was crazy. So she put all of her abilities in her shadow, but all those are coming to light. She has a fear that she will go back to seeing the wounded, and that holds her back a little bit. So they come to her in dreams. It's easier for her to process in those dreams.
To see what? What was that? To see the who?
Spirit. To see the spirits, to see the souls.
What did you call them? The lindens?
The spirits?
Yes.
What do you mean, what did I call them?
I thought you had a different name for them. I heard like Lunden or something. Was that
No.
Is that a name for them? For the spirits?
No. The spirits would come to her for years, her whole life. She would see them in mirrors. She would see them, she would see a woman rocking in a rocking chair waiting to talk to her, and she would always make an excuse about it. And then when she would speak to someone about it, they would, you know, they wouldn't have a talk to it. They shut it down. So she pushed her abilities into her shadow. And she knows now she is a medium. She's welcoming the spirit. She hasn't learned fully how to communicate with them the proper way. But as long as she is leading the living to light, the dead will go too.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, I believe she said that she felt in one of her lives that she experienced, that she felt like she led the souls to the dead, that she had a connection with Hades.
She does. She does. She's a torchbearer. She can visit Hades in the darkness at will. She is very, very powerful.
Beautiful. Is there anything that she's doing that she doesn't know? Is there anything that she should be obviously everything that she's doing is divine timing, but is there any distractions there that you would say that she needs to be aware of?
Self-doubt.
Self-doubt. Okay.
She does not operate in it, but it is there.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So can we do we need to do an age regression for Amber? Can we do an age regression?
Yes.
How many years can we regress her?
She might not be able to handle it right now. She needs to get through this portal.
Okay.
She is a portal, but she needs to get through this one. She's got a lot of pokers in the fire.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell her?
She needs to study the Vedic. Everything she needs is within her, but things have to be tangible for them to make sense to Amber. Amber still has a hard time trusting her intuition.
Uh-huh.
And her intuition is so strong. She doesn't need cards to read because she already knows. She doesn't need a pendulum to ask questions because she already knows. She doesn't need crystals for healing because she is a healer. But she doesn't recognize all this yet.
Right.
Her will is enough.
Well, I think she's starting to figure it out, because I met her in a witch group, and it's a very spiritual group. So I feel like she's what do you say? She's starting to figure it out.
She knows, she's known her whole life she's a witch, but she was raised in a church where wishes were bad, where you couldn't speak in tongues because it was demonic. Amber is very, very gifted. Amber has seen the biblical hell. Amber has witnessed the biblical heaven. Amber knows more than the book will ever entail, but she doubts herself. She's trying very, very hard to break out of the conditioning, and it's working. it's working, and she's cracking the facade of everyone around her as well.
Beautiful. Yes. And she has a grandbaby on the way.
He will be a king among men.
Beautiful. And her daughter, very beautiful. She looks just like her mother. Very is there a for the daughter?
Sylvia is the epitome of the Divine Mother. Everything she touched comes to life.
Uh-huh.
That's Amber's daughter.
Beautiful. Anything else you have to say for her? Because I know she'll hear this, and I know she would really appreciate it.
Yes. Your son is not gone. He's just hiding. He's watching every move you make. But full restoration is in the future.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for that. I love, honor, and respect you. I thank you so much for your connection. I love to connect with you with water. Before we started, we did a water alchemy prayer connection. Would you suggest Amber connecting with you and the water when she's down in Costa Rica? Because I know you are connected with water, correct?
Yes. And Amber also, she sweet talks her water that she drinks. She's on the right track. Beautiful. She charges. When I say she sweet talks, she charges her water before she drinks it. This is a girl that had never drank a full bottle of water until the beginning of this year.
Wow.
And now she knows it gives life.
Beautiful. And specific, is it spring water that we should be drinking and praying over, or what would you say? Because there's so many different waters out there, and I know some of them could be tricky, filled with chemicals or whatnot. Is there
spring water? Amber is very, very, if there is no other rule Amber keeps, she keeps her rule about her water. The packets that she got is wonderful. They are purifiers as well as turn it into alkaline water. But spring water with lemon is the way to go.
Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you. Is there anything else?
Warm water therapy. She needs to continue her warm water therapy.
Warm water therapy?
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. Is anything maybe there's another archangel that would like to speak?
You're breaking up.
Is there another archangel that would like to speak and connect with us today, or are we complete?
Heylel.
Beautiful. Archangel Heylel, I would love to speak with you. Thank you. I honor, love, and respect you. Brother, thank you.
Thank you, my child.
I love you dearly.
And you are loved as well.
Thank you. Well, it would only be right for you to appear, since we know that Amber is connected with Lilith, and I do believe Lilith is your twin flame.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Amber does not know.
Well, she will know now.
Amber still thinks, Amber is still trying to break away from the idea of Satan. And she's learning to love Lucifer, but she hasn't done much studying with the so-called demons. She is learning her way. During her awakening, she got to experience a lot of us demons, and she wasn't scared. She She realized that demons were actually just basically what she wanted. They were a perception of what was inside her, and that she could alter them at will. Amber is a shapeshifter.
Beautiful.
But she's not very knowledgeable. She has all the knowledge in her, but she's trying very, very hard to pop the lock on the box that the Christians have put everyone in.
Well, you know, it's a strange thing because I've met Amber in this group that I'm in, and I have had the strongest urge for the last month to bring forth Archangel Lilith's story that was channeled through Rising Phoenix Aurora, and your story that was channeled through Rising Phoenix Aurora, that just fills me with so much joy and just satisfaction to be able to hear your truths and let the truth be known. And that is all I do. I don't know.
You are doing well. This is your mission, and you are succeeding beautifully. This is your confirmation. Make sure to include Amber on that, because Amber has to have it tangible before she believes what's inside of her at times.
Yes. Well, I
have many questions.
Yes, I got to get her to watch these videos, because that's where you come through when you speak. And I just want people to know this is possible. This work that I'm doing right here, right now, connecting with you, this is possible. And so many people are not open to it. And I'm just so grateful that we are led together, because I'm so glad that every day I wake up, there's a purpose, you know, and this woman here has got my heart. I don't know. I feel like I have to work with her, that we need to really, you know.
You are sowing seeds, and in due time you will reap a proper harvest.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Is there anything you would like to say, anything else you'd like to say to Amber? I know she would appreciate everything that you have to say to her.
She is doing such a beautiful job with her shadow work. She is loving the little girl like no one that has ever been put on this earth could ever love her. She is learning. She is changing. She is evolving. She has a huge purpose. And there will be generations healed from her. She's unsure about her future as far as what she wants. She thinks she is, rather. But South has to happen before her North dreams can prevail. That her and her twin flame will be reunited with their son.
Beautiful.
And she just needs to persevere. She just needs to stand.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Well, I know when she hears this, it will definitely have to touch her heart.
It will. It really will.
Beautiful. Is there anything you'd like to say to her daughter?
To her daughter.
Sylvia, I believe.
Her daughter, yes, her name is Sylvia. Amber calls her Kagan.
Okay.
This child, Amber didn't want this child. Amber did not want this child even from up when she had her, because she was afraid of her. But what it was the darkness in Amber that was disturbed by the light of her daughter. Amber's coming to realize this, and there is such a beautiful communion between these two. And it's really bothering Amber to leave her right after she has a baby, but Amber knows that it's for her purpose. And her daughter knows as well.
Beautiful. So that way, when she's away, it's not a strenuous thing. It's a loving, it's still nurturing, and it's still loving. It's nothing broken.
They will be closer in distance.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's just such beautiful news. I can't even tell you. That's beautiful. And any message for her mother? If her mother can hear this?
Her mother needs to listen to her. Her mother needs to break out of the negativity. Her mother needs light in her life. Her whole life is done in darkness, in the house, in the garage. She don't want to, if she would just invite light into her life, that would be all it would take, is her to invite it into her life.
Do you think it would help if she started her day lighting a candle?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I also think that she needs to go outside. She needs to go outside with Amber. She needs to listen to Amber. She's not going to want to, because Amber sounds crazy.
Don't we all?
Amber can heal her mother.
Beautiful. So they just need some time time outside in nature, to spend some time together in nature.
Yes, Amber asks her every day.
Is there another way she can go about it? Instead of
give her a guilt trip.
Give her a guilt trip?
Yeah. Yeah, Amber don't want to do it, but Amber really needs to play on the fact that she's leaving for a year.
Okay.
Or 6 months, or however long she's telling her mom she's going to stay. She really needs to, because that might be the only thing. Her mother is just so strong-willed and so comfortable in her misery that she won't see it any other way, unless it is Amber just genuinely wanting to spend time with her, and she's going to have to pull a guilt trip to do it.
All right. Well, we're going to make sure she gives a good one.
That might be rough for Amber, but she can do it.
I'm pretty sure she's got some feisty in her. I know it. I'm a Puerto Rican. I sense it. I feel it in her. I'm like, she's feisty.
She is. She's rotten.
That's beautiful. Does she have a connection with Mother Mary? She said she was.
She is of the same bloodline.
Okay. Okay. Beautiful. In this life now is Amber.
Yes.
Beautiful. Did that come from her mother's side or her biological father's side?
Her mother's.
Beautiful. That is beautiful. Is there anything else I missed? Is there anything else you'd like to share or say? Anything that I could have thought of that I didn't? This is such an honor and such a surprise. I was not expecting this. This is such a beautiful moment. I just wish I could hug you.
Her gratitude will bring her abundance.
Uh-huh.
And you have done a big work. A big work.
Say that again?
You have done a big work. You have been an answer to a proverbial prayer.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm just trying to help. It's not for me, it's for her. It's for healing. It's for us all. I just want to do the best that I can. I just want to help as many as I can out of the dark.
And you will. Thank
you. I can talk to you all night, but I'm pretty sure, are we through here? Does anybody else want to speak? I would love to honor everyone that showed up. I'd love to talk to Michael. He seems pretty quiet tonight, but is there anything else, any other messages that want to come through?
No, I don't believe so. I think we all have our hand on Amber. Amber doesn't recognize her spirit guides as individuals. She can't put faces with names or feelings with names or anything like that. That's a struggle for her. And she claims her only deity is Christ. She's still a little confused. So she needs to be reminded all the time that there's more than one of us. She's got multitudes.
Yes. Yes. A legion of benevolent guides. And does she have dragons?
No,
No. Should she get herself some dragons? Should she birth some dragons?
quite possibly. It might be a seed that needs to be planted. We will leave that up to her.
Okay. Beautiful. I know we are in the time of the rising of the phoenix, of the dragon.
Yes, and she's very, very interested, and there are some roots there that she needs to explore, but not now. She is still trying to break out of the conspiracy theory, reptilians and the evil and all that, and
Okay.
it's not her time yet.
Okay, well, I can definitely help her with that because, as you know, in our studies, we give love to every being. Reptilians, we give them love. The archons, we give them love. We send love. We work with the love light, and that's all I do is healing for the positive outcomes. So, is that something I have all these videos from Rising Phoenix.
She has watched one of them, and she has several saved on her watch list, and she will watch them. She just does it in her time. We drop hints, and she is very, very good at picking up on synchronicities and signs. So it is coming, but she has to lead herself into it.
Okay, yes, I just want her to know that there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. I want her to know there's nothing to fear about the reptilians, and I want her to help me with the demon part.
If she can.
Yes, because that's my
You know more than you think you do.
Yes. Do you have any messages for me?
I do. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep your hand on your family. Protect what you feel deserves protecting, and let all the rest of it go. Pick your battles. Choose your battles wisely.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Am I
doing that somewhat right, or am I a little confused? What would you say? Am I turned around? Am I facing the right way?
On a whole, you're doing just fine. There's a little bit of cloudiness in an area of your life, like there's a decision that you need to make, but you don't have all the information to make it yet.
Okay. Is there any clues you can give me for that?
Family.
Family. Yes, I've been thinking lately on, do we need to bring in another child? I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about, but
that's very much what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yes, I understand. Once I make the decision, it's funny. I kind of sense that. I feel like there's like a floating around waiting for a definite.
Maybe you just need to look at it from different points of view to help make your decision. Neither decision you make is wrong.
Okay.
So just let that part go.
Well, I thank you so much for that. I love, honor, and respect you. I love you infinitely, abundantly, with every cell of my body. I just send you love. Thank you so much for your time and just connecting with us. This has just been such an honor, and I hope to connect with you again soon.
Many more times, my child.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you.
We love you.
Uriel as well for helping. I'd like to thank him as well. Thank you. I'd like to call Amber back at this time. I'd like to bring her